If you want to book more weddings and charge more money, you got to do one thing, and that's watch this whole video. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you right now. The one thing is you have to post a live mix of you DJing a wedding on YouTube. Doing this is by far the best marketing you could ever do. It'll crush having a cool website or a good review or even a direct referral every single time. And in this video, I'm going to explain how this works, how to do it right, and how it'll literally fill your calendar. Couples today are more educated than ever. Like, they don't book on words, they book on proof. Your fancy website can definitely tell them about you, but a video will show them. A good review is great, but how do they know if your style fits their vision? Even referrals aren't foolproof. Like, people have different tastes in DJs. Visual trust is everything. Seeing and hearing a DJ actually crush a live dance set at a wedding will remove all doubts. That's why the old methods like highlight reels with like music overdub just doesn't work, because it does nothing to show your talent. Facts are facts, people. Today's couples want to see the real life, raw energy. Pause. Now let's talk about how to do it right. Now, first off, you got to pick the right wedding. And by that, I mean, you want to have a decent sized crowd. Okay. You don't want to pick a wedding with 40 people because on camera, it's not going to have the optics, right? It's going to look more empty, even though there's only 40 people. So if you got 20 on the dance floor, it's like half the whole wedding, but still, you know what I mean? You want to have enough people, but the main thing is you want to pick the right wedding that'll allow you to kind of spread your wings and do what you do best. So think about what your strengths are. Are you a really good open format DJ? Are you leaning towards like a genre, like you're good at hip hop or house or oldies or whatever you lean towards or whatever you're good at, pick a wedding where they want exactly that so you can flex your muscles. Because you got to realize with all content, what you put out is what you're going to get back. So if you put out a video of a live mix of you doing straight house the whole time, you're going to get a bunch of couples that want straight house the whole time. So you better like that shit. You better be good at it. Now, when you find the right wedding, you got to make sure you ask the couple's permission ahead of time, because at the end of the day, you're setting up a camera, you're filming everything, and you might get some things that they don't want on there or whatever. Just make sure it's okay with them. And once you get the okay, explain what you're doing with everything, then you can move forward with step 2, how to film it right. Now, when it comes to filming, I will say one thing: audio matters more than video. Like, obviously video matters, but audio is most important. So number 1, you gotta record your set, either in Serato or Virtual DJ or in your DJ program, or you can use a Zoom recorder. There's a bunch of recorders out there that are super cheap, similar to the ones that your videographer will, ask you to plug into your systems or whatever. You can get one for $100, $150. That'll get your mic too, especially if you're using an external mixer. Look, I'm getting complicated here. Regardless, just get direct audio. And then what I like to do is I like to do a mix. So basically, I'll take 70% of the direct audio, so it has a good oomph, but then I take 30% of the camera audio, so you have the room noise, the crowd reactions, and that sort of thing. So it sounds live, but it still has an oomph, because you have to realize people listen to these videos in a million different places. It could be their car stereo, it could be an external speaker, it could be headphones. So if the audio sucks, it's really gonna suck in a system like that. Now, when it comes to the video, you can get fancy with it. You can have a bunch of different angles, but there's one thing you gotta make sure you include, and that's the crowd. No matter what angle you get, you gotta make sure the crowd's in there, even if they're blurry and you're in focus, because you gotta realize the crowd reaction is a big part of what's gonna sell you, right? What you're doing is working right now for the crowd. Like, that is so important. If you just have a video of your mug and you can't even see your hands, you're just dancing like this the whole time, number 1, nobody's going to watch it. People like to see crowd reactions, like to pick someone out in the crowd, watch them dance, that sort of thing. It's more engaging. And then number 2, how do you know it's working? You could have pumped crowd noise in there after the fact and, literally faked it till you make this. So make sure you show the crowd in the video. And you can record this video in a million different ways, right? You can use a point and shoot. You can use your iPhone or your Android. All these cameras work great. Like, don't overcomplicate it. But if you use a 360 camera, which a lot of DJs do, and I think it's great, by the way, like if you have a 360 camera just sitting up there the whole time, you can really, it's versatile. You can have it recording the whole time. DJs do it all the time. But trust me on this, do not use a super wide angle bubble view with the 360 camera. Make it like a point of view, because again, you want to make sure the couple, when they're watching it, feels like they're standing next to you. So you kind of want to make it like what they would see with their eyes. Like, you want the camera angle to be similar to what we see with our 2 eyes. Some DJs use the super duper wide angle bubble where it almost like distorts the room and makes it look weird and does all this weird stuff. And you know what happens? People don't watch it. It's never gone viral once. It's never gotten views once. It just doesn't work because it's not how our eyes see. It's just too much. It's too, I don't know the word for it, but trust me, I've never seen it work. Stay away from that. You could still use a 360 camera and get a regular angle view without doing the whole big bubble thing. Now, as far as the length of the set, that's up to you. I would make it at least long enough where someone could maybe work out to it. I think like 30, 45 minutes is good. I have one that's an hour and a half here. You know, it's up to you. I wouldn't do it too short because that can kind of be sus. Like, oh, here's 10 minutes of my dance set where I was doing good. People can assume that, all right, well, the rest of the 2 hours you shit the bed, you know what I mean? Even if you didn't, you know, I would be more transparent and make it a little bit of a longer set. But that's up to you. Depends on the wedding and the situation and all that stuff. Now, if you're worried about copyright strikes, don't. I'm gonna show you how it works. So this is a video I posted a little over a month ago, about an hour and a half or so set. And first of all, you can see right here that I got flagged for probably, I don't know, 100 songs, a lot of songs here. I was quick mixing. But this no longer affects your channel anymore. Like you can see right here, this video's been up for a while, okay? It says my channel's not affected. It says visibility is partially blocked. And then if you look on it, it's Belarus and Russia. Not trying to book weddings there, to be honest with you. So don't matter. And then it says, of course, that it's ineligible for monetization, right? You can't make money off of a video where you played a bunch of pre-recorded music that you don't own, okay? But it doesn't affect your channel. You just can't make money off of it. I mean, you're going to make money off of it because you're going to get a lot of bookings, but you know, YouTube won't pay you. And then when posting it, especially for all you people that don't do YouTube, so you're not like familiar, just doing this for marketing purposes, you gotta make sure you title it correctly. And by that, I mean, you have to make a title that's more searchable rather than just on the nose. Like I think a lot of people just, when they post their first video on YouTube, is just like,
wedding dance set. DJ plays dance set at a wedding.
Like, you don't wanna be like robotic with it, you know? You wanna have something that's gonna make people click the video. You know, like epic wedding dance set at so-and-so venue, packed dance floor at so-and-so venue, Philly wedding gets crazy. You see what I was doing there? You definitely want to tag the location as well too. Put that in the description, what city you were at, the venue you were at, because you know, people search that. When someone books a venue, the first thing they're going to do is search the venue and try and find footage from that venue for ideas. Not really for DJ videos, honestly. It's more for like decoration ideas, lighting ideas, and all that. But they'll stumble upon your video while they're searching that, and then you're going to get more gigs at that venue because they literally watched you pack the dance floor and kill it at their venue. I mean, it doesn't get more on the nose than that, you know? So that's another thing. When you do pick this wedding, make sure it's a venue you want to work at. If it's a venue you hate, you know, you might want to skip that one. Now, to drive this point home, okay, let's talk about why specifically this will get you a ton more bookings. Like, it's going to change your life. You're going to attract the right clients, which is so important, because the clients that hit you up literally saw you DJ, they know your style fits their vision, and they're going to hire you for what you do specifically. You're going to attract the right couples who want you specifically for what you do. So you just show up and do your thing, and life is grand, and they're happy. Because you got to realize, not every couple is perfect for you. Not every DJ is perfect for a couple. There's all kinds of niches. There's all kinds of personalities out there. Like, it's so variable, and just putting yourself out there in general just eliminates all that. They get to see black and white what you do, and then judge you based on that and book you based on that. And then what? Then they're going to pay extra for what you do because you fit their vision perfectly. That's how you make more money in this business. That is the literal secret. If you're stuck in the purgatory of just not making enough, not charging enough, you're mad because everyone undercuts you in your market, that's because you don't put your talent out there. That's because people don't realize what you do. You just take whatever weddings you can do. Like those business models where it's just like, hire a DJ, we'll just send a guy, you don't even know who's coming, they do their thing and they leave. Like, it works, okay? Especially for the low budget couples that are, you know, planning weddings, they don't have a lot of money. But if you're trying to make good money in this business, you got to put yourself out there. You got to show what you do. And then you're going to attract people that value that. They're going to see what you did and they're going to be like, man, I value the shit out of that mix. That's exactly what we want. How much? We'll make it work. We'll cut other things to make room in the budget for what you do. Literally, that's what happens, okay? The second I started doing that, I double, triple, quadrupled my rate. And not for nothing, it makes the sales process very easy as well. I mean, instead of a bunch of back and forth emails or lots of meetings and they're grilling you on this and grilling you on that, they already kind of have their mind made up when they reach out to you. I mean, they've seen you DJ live, they know you're great, they love your style, their mind's made up. So it's a pretty easy sell. You know, you just meet with them, they're gonna make sure you're not weird, and that's it. You keep it pushing. They sign on the dotted line, you got another wedding. So next time you DJ, hit the record button, post it on YouTube, and I guarantee you, it'll be the best marketing move you ever did. That is if you don't suck, by the way.